Hello everyone and welcome back to Sade Crochets. For this quick video I wanted to do an alteration to my last tutorial, which was the baby doll top, and I absolutely adore the cups on this top, but this angle is mighty sharp for me and I wanted to add some more coverage to the center. And not necessarily if you made the cup any longer would that fix that problem. So if you're finding with your top that you need a little more coverage in the center, then this is a good way to add coverage here. You could also do maybe a lace border on the inside if you would like that, but I want to kind of keep it in this clean, fresh single crochet look. So what I'm going to do is just kind of add 2 rows to the middle only, and then I want to make sure that I'm keeping in line with my every other side pattern. So this is the front side and the last row I did is facing me, so I'm just going to flip this so that my rows are still every other pattern, every other row, and then I'm going to reattach here to this uppermost corner stitch. And I'm just going to double knot it there like so, and then I'm going to bend this back down, this tail back down, because I'm going to crochet over that tail. Okay, so you could use your F hook, your 3.75 millimeter hook, or you can use an E hook if you want the stitches to be a little bit tighter. I'm going to use my E hook, my 3.5 millimeter hook. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull up a loop and chain 1. And when I chain this 1, I'm going to find the next chain that's kind of in this strap here. So I'm kind of going to work up this strap. I'm just going to put a slip stitch in the very first stitch above that stitch that I'm in. So the very first one, I'm going to insert my hook into that one and slip stitch. So that's going to give me my height so that my border still looks like it's a part of the triangle. Okay, and then from there I'm going to go right back into that very first stitch of the row here and put a single crochet, and I'm single crocheting over this tail as I go. So that's all I'm doing, is just going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch, and I'm going to go all the way down the middle here and come back up to the other side. So I'll meet you here in the middle. Okay, so I'm almost at the middle, and I think if you are a larger cup, you might want to skip this. If you want it closed in your larger cup, you might want to skip over that. So I'm going to skip over that middle stitch. So I'm going to single crochet in the 2 before the middle, 1 and 2. Oh, I know why it's blurry, because I'm on like 0.8. Boom. I'm like, why is it so blurry? Sorry guys. So now I'm at the middle stitch, and now I'm going to skip that one middle stitch, but you don't have to. It's just going to close it up more, and just single crochet in the stitch after, and then I'm going to make my way back up along the top. Alright, so I'm almost at the top of the next cup, so I'm going to go ahead and finish my last few stitches. 1, 2 and 3. I had 3 left. So once you finish your very last stitch close to your strap, we're going to kind of do the same thing by slip stitching in like one stitch up into the strap. So it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but find like one stitch up. I'm trying to pick up 2 little loops. Okay, and then we're gonna slip stitch. So one stitch up and then slip stitch. So that'll close off that triangle so that it's still a smooth triangle and not like a jagged thing. So I'm gonna go back along and do that one more time. So I'm gonna, if you want to like add more rows to your middle part, I think I need like at least 2. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slip stitch into the next stitch up along my strap. So I'm gonna slip, and it doesn't have to be super perfect, but just one stitch up and then slip stitch to give us a height for another row. Slip stitch up and then turn. So that slip stitch is going to be like your fake chain 1. Okay, so slip stitch up and turn. Okay, so once you do that, you're going to single crochet in the next single crochet. So remember that these 2 are both slip stitches. You did 2, so skip 2 stitches and then single crochet in the 3rd stitch from the hook. So that's 1, 2, and this is the single crochet. We don't want to single crochet into the slip stitch. So single crochet in that 3rd stitch and then single crochet in every stitch until you get to the middle. So now I'm almost at the middle, and when I get to my middle 2 stitches, I'm going to do a decrease. You don't have to, but that'll just close it up a little bit more. So, oops. So I'm at my 2 middle stitches, and I'm just going to single crochet 2 together to decrease that. And then put 1 single crochet in every stitch until I get to the top of the next cup. So when you get back to the top of the next cup, then we're just going to, I'm going to finish these last few single crochets. So 1, 2, and that's the last one. Okay, so I did actually check, and then two rows ended up being enough coverage for me to feel good. So I mean, definitely I could add more and it would still be a pretty, you know, nice nice dip there, but this is enough for me. So if it's enough for you, you can try it on as you go, as you add more rows. Like I said, if you wanted to add more rows, then you would just, instead of slip stitching into the 1 stitch, you would slip stitch into the next stitch up your chain, and then turn and make sure that you work into the single crochets only, so you'd have to skip 2 stitches before you come back down. But yeah, to end the row, you just slip stitch in the next stitch up, and then you'll fasten off. So chain 1 and fasten off, and then obviously weave this last tail in, and you will be done with adding more coverage to the center of this piece. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and you can also use this for other bralettes. If you find that it's just a little too open, then you'll want to work from the center only. So that way you're not actually making the cup physically bigger, you're just kind of closing off the middle area. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you enjoyed part 1 as well. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye!